Okay, where to begin? The first video of today's quote-unquote field trip would be Josh, the neighbor, who was speaking about the history of the barn and teasing me some about the craziness of what I'm trying to do. The second is this now, or the second field trip. Here is the barn. The essential parts of the barn are here. Some of the boards, but here is the frame basically. And the most maybe interesting piece, not interesting, but this timber right there is 20 foot long, and it's how wide the barn was. And it's black walnut. That I found quite interesting. This is hand-hewn black walnut. Most of the rest of the barn I don't think is black walnut. This is what's left of the wall. Well, this is the wall, the frame of the wall that held up the overshot. This part here, I hope you can see the stick, this is upside down. It needs to be flipped over. And I remember that, I think it was Ronald, Josh's uncle, that had sawed this piece out so that the animals, his cows, could walk in better. But it was there, and I can put it back. So that piece, that end goes there. Something that I've found most interesting, I've never seen this before, is that part of the joint right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That is neither a mortise nor a tenon, and it was done up there as well, and it was done here. Yes, it was done on that beam, and you can possibly see it at the top there too. This is a tenon. That's a tenon. There's a pin in the video right before this. You saw me driving a pin out. That is a mortise, there are many others. I had most of the joints broke. Here's a tenon. Most of the joints broke when the building was pushed over, and I knew they would. But here's a joint. There's a tenon that's still in the mortise. I guess the pin is out. And there's what happens when you just push a building over. The tenons break. And maybe you can see it better this way. The pin is still in there, but the tenon broke. I can repair that. I have a way that I think I can do that. I've done it before. There you can see an empty mortise. The tenon has broken out. Okay, and here are the rafters. Here are the rafters, and I need to sort them out. But one of the things I really wanted to show you is that these rafters have been numbered. This would be number, well, actually that isn't really a correct Roman numeral, which is interesting because I think the carpenters did not actually use. There's another one. Now that would look like rafter number 7, if that's a Roman numeral. Maybe I can get out of the light and you can see that. That's gouged in there. But that's not a 7, and that's not the way you would do a 3 either. But in any case, that shows the old way when they gouged them out and they numbered the rafters. And notice that this rafter was not sawed. It was taken right out of the woods. It's round. And then the upper surface was hewed to have the purlins rest on them. And there was I guess I'll call that a mortise, cut in it for a wind brace, it's sometimes called. And I suspect that those were not put in when the barn was put together. There's another marking on that rafter, and there it looks like an upside down Roman numeral 5. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and this one matched that one, and notice that they were pinned. That was pinned. Well, I guess it would maybe be up at the top, but that's an indicator of the age of a barn. When at the top the rafters were pinned together instead of having a ridgepole. Now the braces, here are the braces, and they are markedly different. These are not only sawed, not hewn, I believe that they are planed. And I'm quite sure that when this barn was built, well, I am sure that these braces were bought from a factory or a store or a hardware shop in town, but I'm talking now 150 years ago. This barn probably dates from about 1870, possibly. Alright, so there are components, and this will be like a big jigsaw puzzle to put together, but I'm confident and I enjoy this kind of work. So end of this video, and basically I'm gonna put this barn to rest in my class pretty much until I have a place ready to put it back up. Bye bye.